I like the space bar.
I love that this is what people hear the first thing. All right. Welcome to VGotM episode 29. I'm your
Has
host.
it really been 29?
Good
I know,
grief,
right?
dude. Why, every
Man.
month it feels like there's no way we've been doing it this
None
long.
of us have lives.
That's true.
We have doubled our viewership, I think,
Man.
Have?
to 2.
No, we started from 0. It's an infinite increase.
That's right.
true.
That's right.
Every month is infinite increase. Yeah, we talked about classic WoW, but I'm here with Angry. What's up?
Low.
How's the hair
Yeah.
hanging?
It's hanging low, hanging
Yeah.
long.
Can you
Swing low, sweet chariots.
I was going to. Can you does your hair hang low? Can you wobble it to and fro, whatever? Can you tie it in a knot?
I can. Right in a bow.
Do small birds live in there?
Can you?
I can throw it on my shoulder.
No, I'm pretty sure that if there was going to be anybody that had
Continental
small birds, it would be Witherbottom's beard.
That's true.
Not that he has a beard.
No, not that any of us have beards. Not that any of us can grow beards.
Not that any of us are real. You know, I was telling
this
my
is just AI generated.
This whole time.
This is an AI generated podcast.
That's why it's the same
I
jokes
should add
every
the
month.
Discord overlay so people know who's talking.
I was telling my
Beep, boop.
wife about
Arr.
that motherfucker is not real.
Oh
She
yeah.
didn't know
What?
what it was.
Wait, who didn't?
I don't know what that is.
Well, you know, the lady on the airplane that's like, that motherfucker is not real.
Yeah, she did a costume contest.
Yeah, I know. I was bringing it up, and she just thought I was just saying somebody wasn't real. Like, she just thought I was telling a joke that wasn't funny. And I was like, no, this is a reference. It is funny.
Yeah. This is
I don't get that
brilliant
one.
comedy. I'm going to
Yeah.
introduce everybody else, but then we're going to go to that motherfucker's not real for Ninja. But Chief's
Nice.
here.
Hello, good
Still
sir.
playing Destiny and took a hiatus to play some Warcraft 3 this month.
And Warcraft. I played
Yeah.
a little bit of WoW,
Ninja.
and
he
then
was-
I've played. I've been playing Spider-Man.
oh
So
yeah. Oh, we're going to talk about that.
we'll talk about
Yeah,
that.
we have a lot to talk about with Spider-Man.
So-
Ninja.
Like how we started out
Hello.
trying to not be political, and now we're like, I don't give a shit.
It's 9:04, guys, or 10:04, depending on where you are.
Or 7:04.
Or
Yeah.
7:04.
Not that
Or
we live in a place
or
with
6
time.
You're in the Pacific Ocean.
Oi, it's tomorrow.
Good night, mate.
And
Here
with
in
we
the
have
Gaza Strip.
Witherbottom with birds in his beard.
Mm-hmm.
And we
If
have
you hear chirping, I'm sorry.
we have a new
They're hungry. I haven't fed them yet.
new participant, Optic Biscuit, but his mic is off, so I don't know what he's doing right now. So he'll introduce himself.
Ciao.
You know what he's doing.
Yeah. So Ninja, you're the only one who doesn't know about that motherfucker's not real.
No, I don't think I've heard that.
Picture an insanely hot woman.
I
on
would
an airplane.
prefer if we could just describe the situation.
Yeah, I
rather
think
than
describing
showing
is
me.
better.
That would be good. Yeah.
Like a really hot girl on an
Mhm.
airplane having a complete mental breakdown.
Yeah.
Was this
And
recent?
Yeah, about 2 months ago.
No, it was longer than that. I thought at least 3
Okay.
or 4. But
And is that what she said? That
Yeah, so she like gets up, has like this breakdown, it's like walking off the plane and then like just screaming, and then she's like, that motherfucker's not real, like pointing at somebody. And like no one's still
You didn't-
really
You didn't
What?
see all the memes where it's like a lizard person sitting on the plane?
yeah.
You know,
no,
or-
dude, I have been like off
Oh my
the
gosh.
grid with memes for a month.
I wish that I had known about this. I would have put together like a whole like slideshow to like show
of all
them.
the memes,
That
Yeah.
would have been so good. Hey, we should have let's add in petition right here. We can vote on it. All in favor of a meme time during this would also take care of Angry dozing off halfway into memes.
That's true. I'm gonna look at memes
He's
regardless.
gonna look at memes during the podcast. We might as well add a segment about it, right? Best
Let's
memes
ask-
of the month.
I do
Let's ask
save
the-
a lot of good ones.
Yeah, boom.
do.
There you go.
Let's ask
Okay.
chat what they want to do.
Yeah, chat. Do you want to see some more memes? No comment.
Everybody raise your left hand.
Oh no, not that.
We can tell if
Oh
it's
my
authentic
God.
because of the.
Why are you all wrong?
You're wrong.
You're wrong.
You're
You're
wrong.
wrong.
You're
I'm wrong.
raising your right hand.
You're raising your right hand. Everybody, show your penis.
You're
No,
raising
your
the wrong
left penis. Your left penis, guys.
Anyway, so
Enable crotch cam.
I am curious.
God.
So
Your camera
Alexa.
direction.
yeah,
Optic
geez.
biscuit.
Getting a seizure over there.
Angry. You're muted, by the way, Optic. Angry and Chief, since you guys know who this lady is, like have seen the situation, do you think that the person that TMZ found is actually the same person?
Ooh,
She
I don't
claims
know.
to be,
She does claim to be.
and her
Our culture
social
is
media
like this.
accounts and stuff have
Popped
all
up
been.
after.
I would like to
No,
think it's not
her
the same
Instagram
person.
didn't though. Her Instagram was already up and running.
And then someone called TMZ and let her know she was there, and she was wearing the exact same outfit at the airport.
Yeah, it was pretty funny. I did remember that, but
I would
it's
like
like-
to think it's someone new
I
and
mean-
that she saw like a ghost and they kidnapped her.
Yeah, like Men in Black or X-Files came and took her and then put a body double in place. Because they already do
Yeah.
that with Joe Biden.
And Hillary Clinton.
yep. I'm surprised Dianne Feinstein hadn't risen from the grave yet.
I'm
We're
pretty
all
sure they
just like partying on Epstein's Island.
pretty sure they've put a body double in our podcast. I'm just not sure which one of us it is yet.
We already
The
addressed
person-
this.
The
Where
person who's
I-
the body double, raise your left hand.
Oh shit.
Oh man. We already addressed and said if
But if
If-
I
if one of us, I mean, if one of you guys is a Fed, then you have to say.
That's right. Okay.
That's right.
It's legal. It's part of this Constitution of the United States.
You have to
Yeah.
tell me if you're a cop, right?
Yeah.
yeah,
No, we don't. You don't.
I mean, you. Not that I had to tell you if I'm a cop or not. So.
So, speaking of memes, this was something that that Angry sent to me the other day. Yeah, it's okay.
yeah, I saw this.
Yeah, so this guy's been thinking about a lot about in IRL podcasts, like so no mics, you know, nothing is recorded. Sorry, whatever. Nothing's recorded. Have a free-form discussion. Can even have food and drinks. Has anyone tried this?
I mean,
How do you have
I
a
thought-
podcast with no mics?
No. The top comment or the quote is like, "Tech bro just discovered hanging out with friends."
Gotta be satire, right? That's
That's-
what I thought when I saw this. I
It's
was like,
hard to
"There's no
tell.
way."
It's honestly hard to tell on Twitter if people are
Yeah.
legit stupid or engagement farming. Like
Nah, they're just legit stupid.
Let's assume the worst.
Let's assume the worst. All right, I should play this.
Oh yeah, who's that
Who's
good-looking hunter?
Who's that hunter?
Who's that Pokemon?
All right. Oh no, we should go. Okay. This is also something that is highly relevant to this podcast. And I know that. Well,
Marriage is legalized.
so Salty Dog isn't here. I know he likes to brew, but this popped up in my news feed also. So, there's something
No,
perfect
wait,
timing.
Speak of
No
the
way you
devil.
did that.
Oh my god.
Speak
Alright.
of the devil.
Look at that.
Can you do that with my dad?
Our dad. Wait,
Oh
Hold on.
no.
that.
Okay. So Salty, this is highly relevant to you. Amaranth is
boy.
collabing with a beer company to brew a new flavor of beer using her vaginal yeast.
Ew.
Are
I
you
don't even think that's
serious?
possible.
What do you mean isn't possible? This
yeah.
this
Yeast
This
is
is yeast.
yeah,
Okay,
according to-
hold up.
Yeah.
Give me a second.
He's
he's typing in that link right there.
No,
Yeah.
he's not typing in the link.
How to order.
He's
Yeah,
turning
you
and going,
order.
hey, Amaranth, honey, can you give me?
You think she
How
can
much-
pop the top off with her vagina?
How much?
There's just so much
crack
plastic surgery down there. Probably.
She crack it open with the vagina too.
How much yeast do you have to have for it to ferment?
I don't know.
You can,
I mean,
can
you can
prop it.
Pump it
grow
out
it.
of there.
You
Grow
can
it,
do-
you know.
Yeah, you can prop it up from a small sample.
Maybe she just has a yeast infection, just like an overgrowth.
You just need a couple of yeasties.
That is absolutely disgusting. I'm never going to a 7-Eleven ever again.
Get drunk if you go down on her.
That would be a superpower.
Oh gosh.
Tastes like IPA.
So
What did you find from the Googles, Salty?
Okay.
And he's back.
Or Amber. I really like dark beers.
Okay, so the type of yeast that they would be using, if this is true, is good for making breads, bad for making alcohol.
All right, check us on our next line of
Sam,
products.
We need to reach out to Amaranth right away. What was that, Optic?
So just using straight bread, regular bread yeast is bad for it,
Yeah,
for
it's
the brewing.
pretty
Why?
much. Yeah, it makes
Is
it
it just-
shit. Makes it shit alcohol.
I mean, it's,
Well, this is
it's
well,
between-
depending on where this one's coming out of, it's not going to
Yeah.
be very good either.
That's true.
Hmm.
So yeah, I figured that would be important for us for the podcast. So
Just a public service announcement.
yeah,
I'm glad we all know that now.
Yeah, thank you for making
That's
me
some
aware of
very-
this.
Useful knowledge right there.
next month we will be serving Polish beer.
Is she Polish?
Is she Polish?
No, that's the beer company.
Polish?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
All right. More news, or do you want to go straight into World of Warcraft?
Sprinkle the news
It's-
throughout.
Yeah,
Okay.
just surprise
Yeah.
us
Yeah,
every
so
now and
just
then.
randomly
Keep us on our toes.
and chat. Keep chat on our toes too.
That's
Hey,
right.
nice hat, Salty.
Chat's
Oh,
always.
thank you.
I like that color on you. That's good.
Right.
The white hood, you mean?
Exactly.
Okay.
Oh,
that-
I'm glad someone mentioned it.
all right, fine. We'll sprinkle this news in also. Unfortunately, I'll have to set this up properly. Y'all are going. I'm gonna have to switch. How do I switch windows? Technical difficulties. My apologies.
It's all good.
How embarrassing.
I know.
Oh,
How do I switch windows?
Take your time.
yeah.
No rush here.
Alt
Oh,
F4.
there we go.
Chat
Alright.
will forgive you.
Recover from this.
All right.
We're
So this
going
was
back
also
down to 29 subscribers.
Oh, no. Yeah. So I think y'all be able to hear it. Can you?
My name's
Can y'all
Jeremiah
hear
Jones,
Yep,
and
you're
I'm
good.
proud to be. The only thing more intense than my midget pride is my hate for all people. We like to call them biggers. My power!
Wow.
Yeah. So,
You seen the one where the guy's on Wheel of Fortune and he starts picking letters that are just the N word, and the guy's reacting, and he's like, "Wait, no, I know what you're doing."
it's like the N-word towers on Twitter and stuff. Oh,
Look at you getting to some like real spells. I never got to those.
Yeah,
Oh,
right.
yeah.
Check this. Check
Yeah,
me
look
out.
at your bar. Like, how do you even know what to select? I was getting confused with just my two melee attacks.
and this is how retail.
just
WoW
wanna
ended
say,
up.
When I was recording this, I focused so hard on doing this dungeon well because I got so much crap from Jarnon over being bad with controlling my pet in dungeons. So apparently there's a universal hatred in World of Warcraft of hunters because they
Yes.
have a reputation of their pets go aggro a bunch of people because they're just stupid. The pets are. So,
Well,
you know.
yes, the pet AI is dumb, but it's also a like just a reputation of like being a quote unquote like a well played hunter is very valuable, but it's also very easy to play a hunter, and so you have like
Oh, what a bitch.
like retards playing hunter just terrible at the game. So huntards is a common term for
Yeah,
any
I got
hunter that
called.
makes a mistake.
Yeah.
I know
got
he
called
got
a
called out,
huntard?
and
It wasn't
I
Jonan, but I did get called it.
I did not defend him.
No, he did not.
I was like, no, he deserved that one.
Dude, but that's the thing. Nobody tells you what to do in this game. I mean, World of Warcraft is the epitome of just like, all right, good luck.
Yeah, we did good. Like we went to
Oh, fuck.
Maradon, and and like the one guy who knew it was just like running 30, 40, 50 yards in front of the rest of us, like just
Yeah.
dodging in between all these mobs. And I was like, I don't know how to do this. Hoping that we don't aggro everything.
Good grief. But anyways, yeah. So there's 2 dungeons in this footage,
Oh,
and
nice. Which ones did you do?
both times. I think it was this one, and then the whatever one looks like it's in a big cave, and you're like wrapping around it the whole time, all the way to the top in the middle. I don't know. You'll see. It's fine.
Okay. So,
But the next one is very like cavey, so I was like trying to make sure my pet didn't go around the curve and
probably
aggro
did
somebody
Maradon
because
next
we were jumping down a bunch of stuff.
so what level you got to 42?
Yeah,
I hit
to 42.
46 for the end of that.
I know. I was thinking you knew that I was gonna be higher than you, so you like power grinded the last day or two.
I do know how to level up fast in MMOs. So, do we want to do like what's everyone's thoughts on it, or should I give like a little exposition, or I don't remember how we
So,
do this.
Jarnod, you suggested this game for the month. Why
Oh.
would you suggest the game?
Oh yeah. How the turntables.
Ooh.
I suggested this game because the vanilla. I was hoping we would be able to play on the vanilla servers, but we weren't. The vanilla expansion of this game is one of my favorite games of all time, and a lot of people in the VGotM crew community, because we are the community right here, have been talking about how there's a game that they want to just sink some time and effort into. I was like, what better one than World of Warcraft? So that was why I suggested it. I think it's a fantastic game. Like I said, sadly, the only vanilla servers that were available were hardcore, and I didn't want to put you all through that.
You die and it's over.
Yeah, you die
That
and
would
you
suck.
Yeah, and I died a lot. You know.
Yeah.
I think I died twice. No, I died more than that. Because of dungeon wipes. Because of huntards.
Huntards.
Dude, you know I was the only hunter playing with you.
Yeah, so I got to play through as Horde this time because I've always played Alliance whenever I played World of Warcraft before, which was interesting, I guess. Like, part of the problem is that I also suggest we play on a PvE server as opposed to PvP because I didn't want high levels coming in and ganking y'all while y'all were trying to level.
Gank. Good gank.
Gank.
Is
Get
gank,
ganked.
is gank a term you still used in like Destiny and stuff? Does that happen?
No,
In Destiny.
because it's not like you can't just like kill random people in the overworld.
Oh, okay.
Hmm.
We didn't do any PvP. We should have. Let's see. I think it's like, especially the zones that we played are some of the best crafted world. I don't mean like quest design necessarily. I just mean like as a world, this is, I think, one of the best crafted worlds, especially in an MMO, that has existed. And I don't foresee anything changing that opinion. The way the zones fit together, I mean, so I got to see most of Kalimdor and Eastern Kingdoms in this playthrough. I don't know what Ninja, how far, like, did you get to go down? You went
It was
down to
about the same,
Stranglethorn,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Did you take a flight path from Stranglethorn? Like, did you get down to the Badlands at all?
I didn't really quest around down there yet because the tail end of this month was me sticking around the upper half working on my herbalism skills
Yeah, because we made
because
gold
it
that
took
way.
forever. Yeah, that's how you get gold. Trying to buy that 1,000 gold second, uh, whatever it is, skill tree.
Oh yeah, that's dual spec.
Yeah. So
So the story, Chief could probably explain the story of this a little bit better because this is happening in lore wise. This is happening right after Frozen Throne. So if you want to give a little synopsis of the lore of like,
You mean after Warcraft 3?
no, because the Wrath of the Lich King is you're going up to fight Arthas after he's become the Lich King.
Right.
So Frozen Throne is the Warcraft 3 expansion that this happens after.
Oh, I never really played that one.
Oh, okay.
I played Warcraft 3, but I never played the Frozen Throne expansion.
And the story of Warcraft 3 is basically, and is that Arthas is the son of like the Stormwind King.
He's the son of the king of wherever the Alliance is.
Yeah.
And the undead, the demons start spawning the undead, and they attack his homeland. And there's this one demon called Mal'Ganis that he goes after, and he picks up the sword Frostmourne, which is a sword that he uses. His soul gets trapped in Frostmourne, and he turns into basically the undead Lich King, and he kills his father, and the undead take over. I forget the name of his kingdom. Azeroth or something is the name of the kingdom?
Azeroth is the world that this takes place in.
That's the world, wherever his kingdom is.
I think Northgard is where the
that sounds about. No, Northgard's where he got Frostmourne.
Yeah.
That's the frozen area. But I do remember like names of places. So like the Horde, like if you ever went to the
Orgrimmar? Like
yeah,
the
like
Horde capital.
So if you ever went to the Horde capital and you ran into Thrall, the chief of the the ogres or the orcs, in Warcraft 3, he meets a prophet who tells him to sail towards Kalimdor, where where he winds up taking his base. And so yeah, that was kind of neat. When I went to that place and I saw him there, I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. It's kind of like full circle of him winding up in Kalimdor.
Yeah.
And then the elves story was really neat too, with what they do. And
the Blood Elves or the Dark Elves?
So in Warcraft 3, the original, it was only the Dark Elves. You didn't play Blood Elves; they were the bad guys. But yeah.
So in terms of like the lore surrounding World of Warcraft is like it had. I mean, Warcraft 1 came out in I think 95 or 96, and then Warcraft 2 came out like a year or two later, and then Warcraft 3 came out in 2001, or 2, and so you had all of this like almost 10 years of lore backstory setting up before
the game even took
before
place.
World of Warcraft took place. So you have like just backstory upon backstory upon backstory, and all these people. If you've interacted with it at all, yeah, just it's one of the reasons why I think that it will be very unlikely for an MMO to have a similar impact. Though, to Salty's credit, TSO could, because they have 5 single player games before TSO came out. So, I'm giving you a tip of the hat, Salty. Elder Scrolls Online.
Oh.
So yeah, like in Warcraft 3, you start off playing the human campaign, and then the undead campaign, the orcs, elves, and then there's like in the original. So yeah, I mean, it's fun. Warcraft 3, I highly recommend Warcraft 3 to anybody. Reforged, they added a lot of stuff, and so I've been playing Reforged recently. But the original OG Warcraft 3. Excellent game.
I'd love to hear like first impressions from people who hadn't played before. I know Ninja hadn't played before. Yeah, none of the
had
giraffes
played.
had.
I'd never
had
played
played.
WoW.
I had
Yeah.
never played it before.
So let's hear some thoughts from newbies, and then we'll go to the vets.
Vets.
Who's the vets? Is that you
Me.
and Wither?
Oh,
Yeah.
the vet. I thought we
Okay.
took bets on something. Oh,
No.
The bets.
We did actually.
Oh,
Who
okay.
would play this game the shortest?
Yep.
Oh,
Who was
shit. Probably me.
It might have been Angry though.
I don't think it was
What?
angry.
Oh,
What level did Angry get to?
Oh, like 12 or 13.
Oh, okay.
he played more than I did then.
I wanted
Yeah.
to, I just didn't have time. Like I liked it. I just like you guys were so far ahead.
Oh, that's MMO. That's
that's
how it
what she
goes.
said.
You just keep playing.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's what I could see the progression. I mean, I just, I needed to keep at it. I just didn't do it enough to get some of the higher level skills.
Yeah. It was right around level 40 whenever I felt like suddenly I was super powerful, which was fun because I was not like weak before that, but it was like if I could get my traps laid before I got a group of people coming after me, I could actually take them out. And then in
Yeah.
dungeons, it was like easy. All I had to do was get a mana tag on one person, then I could just volley for like 2 minutes straight, and everything died. So it was starting to feel pretty cool. I don't know how that balance would change in feel as you get higher in level, or if you just I don't know because I've never gone past like this is the furthest I've ever gotten in World of Warcraft. I think back in the day when I played, I got to like level 20. I just did like the free trial.
Yeah.
And I loved it, but that I was like a kid back then and didn't really
Yeah. I'm
have money to pay for a
not gonna pay another 15
monthly
bucks a month.
subscription. Yeah, exactly. I was like, that's not. I don't have that. It's not coming from anywhere.
What did you just destroyed a blue ring.
Did I?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what?
It's a great way to stay in shape.
Yeah.
Great way to stay in shape.
Okay.
So yeah, my first impression, like I said, I never played WoW. The beginning of it was very slow. Like getting those initial
yeah, for
levels
sure.
started out. The map was very bare bones and didn't give you direction as much as I would like. And so until Jarnod told me to install a mod called Questy,
Right.
where I was able to it actually put waypoints on the map where I could complete quests faster. And then once I did that, I like had 10, 12, 15 quests stored up, go do them. And I started kind of getting the rhythm of like, go to a town, fill up on quests, leave, teleport back, fill up on quests, leave. So I started to finally kind of get into a rhythm. But they definitely wanted you to read a lot in that game when they first made it.
Yeah, giant walls of text and all that.
Yeah, the little scrolling that it would do.
I didn't teach you to turn that off, did I?
No, you did teach me to turn it
okay.
off, but once I turned it off, like it would all pop up. But like even just the thing that says go to this point, and I'd look at my map. I'm like, where is this point? And it was like even like town names didn't even pop up until you actually found the town.
Mhm.
Correct.
And I was like, well, I don't even know which direction this town is, so I'm just gonna wander, and then I would get killed by a scorpion because I was, under leveled.
You were also playing the slowest class to start.
Yeah, apparently I just I started playing it, and
What were you?
and
Warrior.
Yeah.
Jarnod joined me for like some merry questing, and I was doing some things, and he would just come around and just like one hit everything. Now I know he was like way higher level than me, but I was like, how are you like getting all these powers and all these other things really fast? Like all I have is just a sword and an axe to whack people. He says, well, your problem is you picked a warrior. And I was like, oh, okay. So my whole problem is just the class that I picked. I just picked the worst possible class to play this game. He says, yeah, I'm pretty much. And so
Is not no warriors are not the worst possible class.
That's something I noticed
What
too.
is
I
your opinion?
started as a warrior at first also, but like an hour in, I'm like, no, I can't do this, and I switched over to priest, and the damage it dealt like twice, maybe 3 times the damage as the warrior did.
So melee classes in WoW, like people like or physical damage classes. So hunters are affected by this somewhat, but especially warriors and rogues are very gear dependent, and warriors more than rogues. And so you have they rely on the actual damage on your weapon rather than your stats to buff your like spells and stuff like that. So there's a much lower baseline than like a priest or something.
I got them in 2s.
Yep. You're also in 8s. How many of us are there? 7s.
7.
Yeah.
We got a lot of people. I don't know, for like a full group chat like that, the whole everyone's.
So the way that, but as a warrior gets like
Solid contribution.
Hey, I didn't make it once. Well, yeah.
As a warrior gets higher level and he has access to better and better weapons, like getting a great weapon for a warrior suddenly turns you into this ridiculously damage dealing force.
Yeah, once you joined me for that quest, and like you
think
said,
I
what
gave
kind of
you a
weapons
weapon.
do you use? And I was like, I like axes, 2-handed axes, and you gave me a 2-handed axe. And once I actually got to the level to use it, I became this. I felt like Mel Gibson from Braveheart. I would just run in with that axe and just smash some trolls, and it was amazing.
Yeah.
But until I got that weapon, and like my gear was still terrible too, but like once I actually got to that point, I was like, okay, I'm having more fun now.
Yeah. And the other problem with warriors is like, I don't know if this is true in Wrath, but at least in vanilla, it's like levels basically 20 to 40 are the slowest for warriors, where you have like this, you don't have an instant cast ability. It's all your damage dealing is like next swing. And so you're like waiting the 2.5 to 3 seconds for your swing to your weapon to swing. And like, but level 40 is like you suddenly get an instant cast damage dealing ability that does a lot of damage, and it is just completely changes the way you play, and it's so much more fun. Like it's at level 40 is like warriors start really shining.
Nice. But no, I had fun though. I mean, for what I played, and just doing the quests and just kind of stroll around. You take your time doing whatever you want. And I did run into a couple of people who like wanted me to join them, but then they would just like kill snipe all the stuff that I was doing. So I left the group that I was with them, but they were just
What level did you get to?
like 15, 16, something like that, I think.
Nice.
But it was fun.
I had a good time.
Witherbottom had a random occurrence where a guy gave him something
Oh yeah.
Would he give you a kiss on the lips?
Oh yeah.
better.
It was
Some
moist.
button
Oh,
pants.
better.
I logged in one day and there was something in my mailbox, and I went and looked at it, and some random person sent me 4 mage weave cloth bags, which go for what, like 100 gold?
Wow.
40 gold on them on the auction house.
I
something
bet
like
you
that.
he had like just
piece?
replaced his bags with better bags and was feeling generous.
But yeah, so I logged in and all of a sudden I had 4 basically max capacity bags in my inbox, and no clue who the guy was. I don't think I'd ever talked to him or ran into him or anything like that. Just
Hmm.
for some reason he sent them to me, and it helped a lot.
If anybody wants to send like 4 Bitcoin to me anonymously, feel free.
I did get some Bitcoin in Orgrimmar mail.
I sent you some mail with,
Yeah,
with
that's
some
right.
coin.
Yeah.
How much gold?
I
Like
sent you hate mail.
I know. I sent it back with some coin.
Return to sender.
Toss a coin to your Witcher.
That's right.
I think I ended up making a total of about 1,000 gold in this. Like in this month.
Yeah, I guess I was getting around to about there.
That's
by
a
the
lot of
end.
dollary dues.
Mm-hmm.
I
Which
had
I think.
spent a lot of gold to get the bags I have.
Did you get that? Oh, you got the Frostweave, the 20 slot ones.
I think so.
Yeah, I found a
Question.
Yes,
Can you actually wield Frostmourne in this game?
I believe you can. You have to
Oh,
kill
nice.
like once you kill
Arthas.
the Lich King, he has a chance of dropping it.
Wow, that's cool.
I believe. Yeah, most
Does
of the
Is it
legendary.
like super low?
Who's super low?
Is that like one of those like super low drop rate items or something?
I don't know what the drop rate is on it. Honestly,
Does
like I always understood way back in the day that World of Warcraft had like these items that were just super super rare, and that if you got it, it was like, oh my god, there's only like 2 in existence, you know?
Yeah.
Well, people run. So I had a weapon in vanilla when it classic came out that had a there were you had to get a 3% drop from one boss and a 3% drop from a different boss in order to get this weapon.
Wow.
And spend roughly 2,000 gold in vanilla, which was worth a lot more than it is in Wrath of the Lich King.
Yeah.
And you can only do this raid once a week.
Oh man.
So you have
the
a 3%
Destiny conundrum.
A 3% chance per boss.
Goodness.
Only 2 bosses once per week.
Remember whenever that one guy, Chief, cried whenever I got an exotic and he didn't in Destiny?
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. Cried and rage quit because like you could only do it once a week and then got like a gun that he
No.
Yeah. He was like, that was my icebreaker, and then left.
So in vanilla, and I was not personal loot. Like I think they had that same in Wrath of the Lich King, but later expansions they changed it. But in vanilla, it was not personal loot. So you would go into a 40-man raid, Molten Core, and you would have to have like basically an agreed way of distributing this loot before you hit it, or drama would happen. And back in the day, there is countless videos of people. It's called ninja looting, which is basically like, so if everyone passes on, like you have that pop up that shows up and says like you can roll a die or a coin for need greed.
Yeah.
Or if you click on the X, you pass on it. If everyone passes on it, whoever loots that first gets it. So the way that most guilds would do it is they would basically have everyone pass and then wait and then determine who gets the loot and like discuss it amongst themselves or however they were doing it. So there would be people who would go, and while the leaders were trying to determine who got the loot, they would just go up and
take it.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And so it was like like people would sit there and like call them scumbags and like just curse them out. And a lot of times they would sit there and just like take it, leave guild, and then like just spam like F you, and then join a different guild. It's like it was pre-planned the whole way.
That's funny.
Yeah, like there were a lot of trolls back then.
Now, did anybody ever get the Sword of 1,000 Truths?
I don't know if that exists until later expansions. I think they put it in as a nod to South Park, but
So I'll tell you this: the second day I started playing this game, I watched that South Park episode.
oh, it's such a great episode.
It for the longest time, it was the only South Park episode that I ever watched like total until like recently. I started watching episodes here and there, but like, oh my gosh, that episode it's just so great. How do you kill that which has no life? I have the Sword of 1,000 Truths. Take it. All right, how do I drop it? all right, go into your inventory and pull it over to the side.
And one of my favorite things is like the guy who's just killing everybody whenever they come around is like this just nerd just sitting back like this. Like
yeah, just sitting back. It's funny.
Oh, what a good time.
That's a great episode. And his friend Butters is like didn't have a character, so he made a character the exact same as Cartman.
Yeah.
And he was like, "What are you doing? I'm the dwarf." He says, "I just picked a character. I thought it looked cool." It says, "Go back to the main menu, make another character, and don't make a dwarf." It's like, I'm the only one that's dwarfs. Oh my gosh.
Good. All right. So I found this. This reminds me, this is a VR video. I'll switch windows real quick because there is some noise, some discussion on it. Change windows. All right, should be able to hear it. Let me know if you can't.
All right.
Keep going. You're almost there. You're almost there.
Oh, I've seen this one.
Yeah, you're doing so good.
God.
Okay, come on. Okay. You're almost there. Come on. Okay. A little bit more.
Okay, that's too
Okay. Now you have to walk back.
Oh, no, I can't.
No.
I can't.
Try getting up.
There's no way I'm getting up.
Do you need help? Help.
Please, babe, please help me. I can't.
Okay.
Oh my God!
I've seen that video before.
Keep going.
So, Witherbottom, I think you've experienced like this VR game, right?
I have. Yeah, I have. Yeah. I was in college. I was working with the psychology department. They were trying to use VR to like help people address their like fears and things like that. And so they were. I did study graphic or 3D modeling and stuff in college. So I was helping them like develop these environments for them to like test out their ideas. And so I went and did this like VR, put on the VR headset and like was walking on this room and in VR, and all of a sudden they like pushed a button, like all like the ground like dropped out, and I was standing on like a beam basically like what he's on, and they're like, okay, now step off. And I'm like, no, I'm not stepping off. There's no way. It's like there's just such a weird like disconnect from like like you're in a game, but it just looks so real. Like, and then like I ended up stepping off, and then like even like I'm watching it, and when I thought I should hit the ground, I like bent my knees and like I crouched down.
Oh, wow,
expecting like shock, but like nothing was happening. Like I was.
That's awesome. I want to try it.
Oh man, I've done one VR and it was okay. It was like a Samsung VR thing.
I've heard that some people just like feel sick though whenever
yeah.
they're doing it. You know, like they get motion sick.
Yeah, I've done some, and I never got motion sick, but I can see how people would.
Yeah. I feel like I'd get a headache.
Yeah, you do get a little bit of headache if you do it for a long period of time.
Yeah. That's
Well,
what like
if-
so back sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say, if we ever do like all of us get a VR headset,
Oh my gosh.
the one game that we're all going to play is Bullet Roulette.
You don't want to do Phasmophobia in VR?
No. But Bullet Roulette, I've seen these
You'd hear
videos
me
of these
scream like a
guys.
little girl.
The Bullet Roulette VR, I've seen these videos of these guys playing it in
They
VR.
are pretty
It is
hysterical.
So hysterical.
Yeah.
Like it's so funny.
I don't think I know what this one is.
Hey, dude.
It's basically just like Russian roulette. Like you're sitting at a table, four people,
Uh,
people,
Goofing
however many's at
around.
the table,
Yeah.
and you're just playing roulette, Russian
think
roulette
that's
in
like-
VR.
I think that's like VR chat.
And-
Or is
It's like,
that an
it's
actual
like the
game?
no,
like
it's
the
an actual
Boondock
game
Saints.
in Steam.
Oh,
It's
okay.
$8 in Steam.
It's like the Boondock Saints where he like hits
Right.
the table and shoots the cat.
Yeah. But no, it's funny because these guys that are playing it, like you can get like certain cards to like let you spin the chamber or something like that, and this one guy was like you have the gun, like you could point it across at the table, like I could point it at you and like shoot
Yeah.
you, and and this one guy's like, no. You just see like his character reacting like, no. It's so funny. Like there's NPCs walking around like a bartender and all these other things. You can shoot them. It's like it's so funny. Those guys, the guys that I'm thinking of, the video is very funny.
We'll have to do that.
Yeah, it's
All
that.
buy each other VR headsets for Christmas.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Well, I'm waiting to see if the new like PlayStation VR will actually like work with PC. They've made a lot of upgrades to the new PlayStation VR. Because if that one works with the PC, it also works with my PlayStation. So,
Speaking of PlayStation, do you want to bring up Spider-Man now, or did like maybe
sure.
do something more about World of Warcraft?
Someone else has other things to say, but
Ninja, I thought you were going to say something about WoW.
Yeah, was I?
I don't remember.
What was I gonna say? Start me up. I'll take it away.
Something about VR and WoW. Wow.
Yeah, if they brought VR into WoW,
Oh my
it
gosh.
would revolutionize
It would destroy
the level to which I could be a huntard. Now, just imagine this.
Okay.
The same jumping down hills and dragging my pet through every single enemy on the way down, except I also feel the pain of falling within my head.
And you hear the screams of your dungeon mates.
That's right. Yeah, I'd love to hear the chat. I want proximity chat in WoW.
Yes. I think proximity chat should be in pretty much every multiplayer
It should be
game.
it should be a requirement. It really enhanced what was it? BattleBit. Like it really did.
Yeah, it was quite funny.
All right. So, actually,
I can't believe we played that game for a whole month.
Chief turned into
Did
just
we?
like a bully.
Did we?
The moment the group proximity chat was going down, Chief's like, "Shut the fuck up."
to be fair, it's not just a
sticking
cheap
it to the
thing.
people.
It's not just a cheap thing. It's a draft thing because in Red Dead Redemption,
I didn't start that.
Yeah, but you ended it.
They tortured that for me.
And then in Rocket League, I take it away.
I know. Rocket League Ninjas just destroys.
I just prefer the good old classic teabag.
It's a good one. And then if they complain about it, I can't hear you with my balls in your mouth.
I know, such a great response.
All I hear.
Yeah.
All right, this will make Chief mad.
And the next segment,
we should have a segment where we all come up with a news story and see who can make him the maddest.
Let's do it.
So, Bungie posted being Latin
/A/E/O/X. Yeah,
is more than just a location on a map. Just as being Hispanic is more than the language we might speak.
I'm so glad Bungie finally spoke out.
I love that you're doing the clapping emoji in real life.
Me? I just have my hands.
No,
Sorry.
Ninja was. I heard it.
Oh,
I was. Finally, they say something.
I've been waiting.
I needed this. Like, as a non-Hispanic, I really needed to hear this.
Yeah, I feel like having a celebratory taco.
That's one of my favorite Trump pictures is him like sitting over the taco bowl being like
the taco salad.
Yes.
He's like, I love Mexicans.
yeah.
Oh gosh.
so good.
Well, Bungie got roasted for this. They like.
Oh yeah, I mean the
comments
community
were
note.
Hilarious.
They hid so many of them.
Oh yes, they hid hundreds of posts on this.
But the community notes.
I'm
is
surprised
so
they actually didn't turn off comments. I really am.
Wow.
Like it was.
That
they
would be
got
an admission of
roasted.
defeat.
I know.
They're willing to work for the win.
Like community notes has been like the best feature that Elon Musk has put in because it allows people to be like, yeah, this is absolute. Like,
I
this
do
is
love
bullshit.
that.
Wait, what is it? What is it?
So I don't know who can do it, but
You have to be verified.
Okay, so people can add like community notes, basically like provide information that pops up onto the tweet. That's what this like section is right here. Like readers added context they thought people might want to know. And so,
Interesting.
and then you can basically like figure out the context. So someone will often just lie about something, and then the community notes will pop up and be like, no, this isn't true. And it pops up on the original tweet. So it basically allows for people to combat like misinformation a little easier.
Yeah. I like, dude, God.
But this,
And like
this
if you
thing-
if you read this, it's like Latinx does not represent a majority of the community, and it's that Latinx is actually considered offensive. It's like it's so funny.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. No, Bungie is a bunch of the funny ones too that they posted. Or that people said was like, well, where's my my straight Christian white man logo? And they're like, well, we're making these so that we're more inclusive to those people or whatever. And
I need a Deus Volt emote.
I know.
You're just assuming video games are by default only for whites, Bungie? So you have to explicitly state that Latino people you support?
Yeah.
Looking around
just
at our
like our
podcast.
Sounds kind of
president
racist.
Our president said that poor kids can be just as smart as white kids.
Yeah, that's true. It's true. They can be.
Thanks, Joe.
Yeah. I don't know if y'all knew that or not, but they actually can be.
I don't think that's true.
Well, the president said so. The president said so, and he never says anything that's wrong.
I
That was
disagree
perfect.
with
That
that.
was perfect. Salty.
I love it.
That's
funny.
So this is the
Salt-
type of shit y'all do on the podcast.
Yeah,
right?
and so Salty,
This
Salty,
is the rate that
quiet.
we were talking about.
Salty's quiet for 30 minutes and drops the
Had to
best
speak up on
zinger of the
that one.
night.
Drops an absolute bomb after 30 minutes of silence.
Yeah.
While he's eating his ramen noodles
It's Thai food. Fuck
or
you.
Thai food. Okay.
So
Yeah.
I think Chief is the only one that's played Spider-Man so far, but I figured that there would be we should talk about a little bit about what's going on. So
Honestly, I've not seen much about
I
it.
have
Some
no
pretty good
idea what
woke
we're talking about.
cutscenes. Pretty wholesome cutscenes. There's one where there's Spider-Man's on a park in the New
Central Park?
Central
Yeah.
Park.
Central Park.
You
Yeah.
got
He
it.
gets Parkinson's.
No.
He's
that reminds
swinging
me.
and he's just
He's
like,
swinging his webs. He's just shaking. That's
I'm
good.
just really bad at speaking at the moment for some reason. But yeah, it's a super wholesome scene that like old dude's giving him wisdom type shit. It's kind of funny.
Like,
Oh, yeah,
is
that
wisdom
side
a
quest was
euphemism
fun,
for something?
But
Like
so-
it's a drug?
no, so that quest was fun. Like, I mean, the story at the end was neat, but like, you're basically finding, this woman asks you to like help you find her grandfather. He's kind of wandered off in the park, and so you're looking for him. And when you find him, he's just sitting on the bench, and he's looking out at this pond in Central Park. And he tells the story like, this is where like he proposed to his wife, and like his wife passed away a few years ago, and he misses her, and like all this stuff. It is a really wholesome moment, like talking about like that relationship, and you're like, oh, that's sweet, And then the next quest you can do is you can help a gay high schooler ask out a person to prom.
Yeah.
So you have
Spider-Man.
your
comes
mixes
inside
there.
of another man.
So
Was Peter Parker the gay Spider-Man?
no, there's not a gay Spider-Man.
Or
It's
the gay high
I'm sure there is somewhere in the
There could be.
Spider-Verse.
well, there could be in the Spider-Verse. I don't know, but
Or the Rule 96.
I'm
36.
saying
What?
there was a
That's
there
Rule
was a
69
quest.
for gay.
Yeah.
So there was a quest as one of as the Miles Morales Spider-Man. You're like doing quests for like your high school or whatever, and one of them was this gay high school student wanted to ask out his boyfriend to homecoming.
Bro,
And
is he
so-
your boyfriend?
And for
Why are you
Like,
nervous
I'm
about this?
already your boyfriend. Just tell him
Honestly,
we're going.
relationship advice? Find someone you're comfortable around.
Is this like a side quest or like a main quest?
Also
was a
relationship
side
advice.
quest.
If you're
Maybe you're not gay.
already a boyfriend or girlfriend of somebody, you can go ahead and just ask them out. You don't have to like
You can just say, "Hey, we're going."
yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
He was well, I don't know if you know nowadays, like when we asked people out to homecoming back in high school, it was
Not
just
that we
you
went
went
to
up
high
to
school.
your girlfriend and said, "Hey, you want to go to homecoming with me?"
If
And
you had a girlfriend.
if you had a girlfriend, it was like, and she'd be like, "Okay, sure." Nowadays, it is literally a huge production that students do.
Well, that's
They
how you
write.
stand out. You don't do that.
It's for
Yeah.
social media.
Yeah.
Yes, it's
Yeah,
all about
absolutely.
social media. So that's what this was about. Like,
The girls
Like
are
he-
expecting
but-
way too much
Was
nowadays.
but the
it-
whole stupid concept of that story, like they were really just trying to force the gayness on you because, like, as the person he's asking out is like going through these little like
Oh my
steps of what he wants you to see. He's narrating like, "Oh, this is where we had our first kiss. I just loved him so much." You know, all these other types of things, like
Oh, yeah.
narrating it. It's like, I don't need to know
Going
this. You know,
overboard. I made out with him by
Well,
this
don't-
park bench.
Don't listen to us. Like we should
Yeah.
listen to
Oh,
the
Park bench,
Financial
he had
Post.
The old man wisdom.
We should listen to the financialpost.com and how when they talked about the
Oh boy.
oh, okay.
so Insomniac Games is follow-up to his 2018 hit Marvel Spider-Man, and the 2020 spin-off Marvel Spider-Man Miles Morales has so much positive energy and progressive political messaging that at one point I actually found my cheeks hurt from prolonged grinning.
Oh my
As you
god.
swing
Oh my
through the
God.
game's immense and detailed virtual New York City, you've taken a fantastically diverse city filled with people of various ages, gender identities,
Oh yeah.
physical abilities, and skin colors, all just living their lives. There are
Absolutely.
cultural street festivals with dancing, cooking you can almost smell. Rainbow and Ukrainian flags hang in front of stores. People speaking the languages in which they are fluent, whether that means English, Spanish, or ASL.
Well, I guess it's pretty accurate then to real life.
Let's see. But I also want to point out that
Isn't it a little
apparently,
demeaning for like?
apparently Miles is not actually Puerto Rican in this game. He's Cuban. They put the Cuban flag in.
Oh,
Yeah, they messed up that. They said they were going to change it
Yep.
with an update.
oh.
And all
Did
of their
they
attempts
really?
at all of their attempts at being so woke, they put in the wrong
Put in
flag.
the wrong flag.
Did they? Well, in their defense, in their minds, they're thinking, "What does it matter? It's all
It's all-
Latinx." Yeah.
And lastly, this I hope you will find as amusing as I did. So, what's her name? Is like Mary Jane or Gwen? I don't remember which.
Mary
But-
Jane.
Mary Jane. This is the in-game model on the right for Mary Jane.
Oh.
This is the lead writer for Spider-Man 2.
Oh my god.
Oh man.
Wow.
The actual like model, the character model that they allegedly used is drop dead gorgeous. But somehow, Mary Jane ended up looking like the lead writer.
Let's see the model.
If I can find it.
Is it Amaranth?
No.
Ain't no way.
I just thought that was.
It's like fan fiction at that point. It's
yes,
a self-insert.
it is fan fiction. It's complete self-insert. Like these people are putting themselves into it and then claiming something else. I mean,
Did you know that 50 Shades of Grey was Twilight fan fiction?
I did actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. Someone
Huh.
started out writing vampire banging books and made a killing off of that.
Yeah, made $1 billion.
Yikes.
Let's see other news. Y'all know that CS like Counter-Strike Go 2 came out.
No.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, so Counter-Strike 2, like, and there's been a couple different bad bugs with it. This one's the most egregious one. Like you get someone to jump
I've
up
seen
and
this.
stand on top of you, and then they just fly up without, yeah.
Brilliant.
What?
Bruh, come on.
instant.
That's unreal.
That's
Do you
awesome.
remember in the original like Call of Duty Zombies? Like
Mm-hmm.
there was a way that you could cheese it by if you jumped perfectly on top of another person, you could like get inside their character model. And
That's
so
awesome.
then I think like the other person would die, but you were untouchable.
Yeah, because they.
No, you
Game-
used
game dev is hard.
you used your partner. You jumped on top of them to get on top of this log that was basically out of bounds for the zombies. They wouldn't reach up to hit you, but you could still shoot them and stand.
I remember there were spots, but there was a way you
yeah.
could jump inside of the other person.
Oh, I don't remember that one, but I do
And
remember
then,
there was
like-
like
He wasn't into that.
Yeah. And then they had one of the guns was a flamethrower, and it was like unlimited ammo, but super weak. And so you could just stand there and flamethrow everything, but your entire screen was just like flames. You couldn't see anything.
Flames and zombies.
Yeah.
Just so you know, like we've had some like rotten news about like woke developers. There are still some base developers out there. There's a boomer shooter called Zorch.
Oh,
He
gosh.
responded to the claims that his character's breasts were too big, and he said, "Well, this is the average size in Hungary." So,
I love it.
full VGotM endorsement on this shooter. So
Yeah.
go play it.
This man's out here just creating a world he wants to live in.
What video games are all about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They appeal to the male fantasy.
Men only want one thing, and it's disgusting.
I love that meme, but like
2D Xbox boobs.
I also love the one where it's like, this is why I hate video games, because they appeal to the male fantasy, and they show like the picture of like gas prices at 92 cents.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Imagine caring about gas prices.
Ooh.
Yeah. How much
Why?
miles
Do you
per
have,
hour?
do you have
How much
some
miles
type of
per
car
hour
that
does
doesn't
your
use gas?
other
No.
car get? How much? How many gas?
How many
I
DPH does your car get?
Yeah, I average out to
Okay.
like a Corolla or
All
something.
right, that's a good point. Salty brings up an excellent point that Ninja
dicks
and
per hour?
Chief and Witherbottom do not know. So we did a calculation the other day.
Us out of towners.
Yeah, and discovered that there's a conversion ratio of dicks to miles. Right?
What do you mean?
Well, if the average erect penis is 5.1 inches, that would mean that there is a conversion ratio of dicks to miles.
Okay. All right. Sure.
Okay.
Mhm.
And it comes out to almost exactly that 40 miles per hour or 40 miles is 500,000 dicks. So if you ever get pulled over and you're going like 80 miles per hour in a 60 or something like that, you can just be like, the officer comes up and says, do you know how fast you're going? You're like, about 1 million dicks per hour, sir.
And tell them about the conversion with
Brilliant.
Oh,
Europeans.
yes. So we also discovered that the rough conversion of like flaccid to erect, it's about 1.6 flaccid penises, average penises, to erect average penises, which is the same conversion of kilometers to miles, which shows that Europeans are basically just flaccid and Americans are erect.
Right.
Bunch of Brits with their tea.
Yeah. This is why we use anything except the metric system.
Exactly.
It's been hard all the time. 24/7.
That's funny.
Yeah. So that's what we talk about, chat.
Wow.
What do y'all talk about, chat?
But I will say this though, going back to the story, like the main story of Spider-Man 2, like I've played it all the way through, beat the game and all that.
Is this because it's
This-
gay? That how we
Huh?
got back there? Like that's the connection.
Yeah, you're the conversion
Talking
rates
about
got me
dicks and-
going back to
Yeah. Yeah.
it.
I just got dicks on the mind.
The story itself is excellent. Like the main quest, the main story, the fighting, the cinematography of all of it. was outstanding. It was just the side quest that it was like, hey, we're going to throw this on the side to like force you to do it, but we're gonna, yeah. It all could have been, the wokeness could have all been avoided, and they were just throwing it in your face. However, I don't know if you pulled this up or not, Jarnod, but did you see? I don't know. Do any of y'all follow the quartering?
I'm
his
familiar with
videos?
him. Yeah, I don't watch
Okay.
a lot of them because they get redundant, I feel like, but
He posts like 6 videos a
I
day,
know.
but I skim through, like, I think what he does is like he does this podcast and like just cuts it up into like segments or whatever, so you don't have to watch like all, an hour and a half at once or something. But like one
we
segment I
should
was
take
watching,
notes.
I know, right? But like one segment I was watching the other day, he was talking about, Spider-Man 2 and, the wokeness or something. And over in where the game is being released in Muslim countries,
Oh yeah.
Insomniac removed all of the like homosexual talking stuff,
Mhm.
like saying I kissed a man, saying, like they made Black Cat be a lesbian. They said, so like she said, I'm saving my girlfriend or something, like they removed all of that just from
And
the
all the pride
Muslim.
flags.
Yeah, they removed all the pride flags. They removed all that stuff just from the Muslim release of the game.
Yeah, so this was also
So-
something I think that happened in the Miles Morales version, Insomniac's Miles Morales, and people modded the game.
Yeah.
Like modders modded the game to basically
to
just
remove those flags.
to change them into American flags, and the mod got banned from the modding website. Like
Wow.
Yeah,
they
and
were
the
not-
modder got banned from
yeah,
it too.
and then the modder got banned too. Like
Imagine.
so dumb.
Isn't there something about like one of the Fallout games, like the Germany release? Says that you can't have any like kids in the game or something like that.
So
And there's like,
this is an old game dev story, but it's fun. So there is a law in Germany which says you're basically not allowed to hurt children in games. And so to make it simple, game devs just say, okay, just no kids are allowed to get hurt in games. Like you're not allowed to actually hurt. But it has allowed for in games like Fallout, the original Fallout and stuff, that people started abusing that system. There's a point where there's like a really difficult boss. He was like in the center of like at the end of a town, and like a lot of bodyguards that you had to fight through in order to get to him. But a kid in the town was pathing and like skipping around just to add some ambience to the game. And Fallout also had a mechanic of pickpocketing, but you could pickpocket and put things into people's inventory also, so that people
Oh,
get
gosh.
bombs and time them correctly.
Yep.
So that as the kid was pathing, they would pickpocket, and then it would path close to the boss and blow up, and the kid would be fine, and the boss would
That's
die,
awesome.
and they would be
awesome.
successful. There's in China, you're not allowed to show skeletons. So like the World of Warcraft release, you're not like show bones kind of thing.
Weird.
And so the
Well,
World
then
of
how do they
Warcraft
do
was
this
like-
dungeon? All I'm seeing is bones everywhere.
So for the China release of World of Warcraft, they had to basically completely revamp most of the assets that they had
Wow.
that showed bones.
Wow.
And then I think it's Germany or some European thing where it says like if you show blood, it's going to have an automatic mature rating. So a lot of
Interesting.
like in Europe, they'll like show green blood and claim that it's like not human, and so it's okay. Like it's just like weird like legal
Yeah.
workarounds and stuff like that. But you are correct about the children thing. So I don't know of a AAA game that has come out that has allowed for you to hurt kids.
Let's make the first one.
All right, let's do it, boys.
Did
Well,
none of us?
Who needs to release
This is
this
an
game?
untapped market.
Does anybody not remember Modern Warfare 2, the no Russian game
You
level?
don't
weren't
think there were
shooting up a
kids.
preschool.
There were kids in the shopping mall.
I don't think there was.
Could you blow them up?
You could shoot them.
I don't know.
Was there actually kids? in
Were they
that mission?
actually minors?
Maybe they're midgets
Yeah,
that hate big people.
they hate biggers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Small
I'm
power.
pretty sure there were like kids in that no Russian.
How does
mission.
it how does a
I don't
midget
think there were.
determine like when someone becomes a bigger? Like they say like so midgets are like what below 4'5" or something like that. Like is it anything above 4'5" or 4'6", or is it like they're okay with people that are like taller than them but shorter than 5'5"? Like
This is the same problem that Latino people had.
and black people.
No, wait.
No, so,
I
like,
think
am I considered tall or not? You know,
I think isn't
Y'all-
it the newer Modern Warfare? There's a part where you kill kids.
where? Who? Modern
What?
Warfare?
Yeah, the new Modern Warfare 2019 one.
They would not be
That's
allowed to
so
release
weird.
in Europe if they did that.
Because you are like going through a house and one kid picks up an AK and you kill him.
Would not be allowed to like you. There may be like it could be in a clip like a what is it called
Like y'all are just remembering things of what you want to play.
but
I've
like,
been
no,
wishing
no,
for a
no,
game.
you're right, Salty. I do remember that episode. Yes, yes.
so
It was like
if the
Yeah.
character is pulling the trigger, that would not be allowed to release in the, like if the player is
But-
like pressing a button to kill the kid, that's not going to be allowed. But if it's like like a cinematic, there it is, a cinematic of your character doing something like that is probably going to be okay
Interesting.
because it's like it's more artistic. It's like to evoke a feeling kind of thing, but it's not a player deciding to do this.
Interesting.
I don't
So the
know.
developers are allowed to decide, but not
Yeah,
the
it's
gamer
like I mean, like there are
to kill a kid.
there are movies where kids die in the movie, right? Like
Yep.
those
Right.
aren't censored in like so that the same laws would probably apply to the cinematics in a video game as opposed to like having a kid and letting the player shoot and kill them for some reason goes against their European sensibilities. It's probably because they use the metric system.
And they're flaccid.
Yes.
Yeah.
I can't say that joke. Not gonna say that one.
Go ahead. We're waiting.
No. So this is not true, but this was a recommendation by a streamer who's playing Valorant, and he wants Riot to add a detection to be like, hey, we detected that you currently have one of the enemy team's live streams open in your browser. Your position will be revealed to them until you close the tab. What are y'all's
Wow.
feelings about if that would? It's not implemented as someone who wants this to be implemented. But how would y'all feel about that? Do you think that that's like my personal opinion is like if you stream the game, you kind of deserve to get stream sniped.
That
Yeah,
seems
like,
a bit
that's-
Yeah.
intrusive, right?
It's just America.
Yeah, the intrusiveness of like, okay, they're just going to look at all of my browser windows. while
Yeah.
I'm playing.
Right, yeah,
Yeah.
I know, right? So stream sniping has literally become back in the day screen cheating, like when you were multiplaying Halo
Yes,
and all
screen
those other
watching,
things
yeah,
back in the day.
and split screens.
Like split screens, yeah. Like, yeah, of course. Everybody's like, "Hey, you're screen cheating." Well, of course, we're looking at the same damn TV. Like,
Yeah, I just don't
Like-
get the logic behind complaining about like I'm streaming my screen to millions of people, but someone in
And-
my game
and
knows what I'm
making-
doing.
People keep
and
fighting
making
me.
money off of it.
Yeah,
hand over
and, like,
fist.
good grief, dude. Get over yourself.
Yeah,
It's like movie stars being like, stop paying attention to me. I'm just trying to be a normal person. And you're like, no, you're not.
Hey, so we got chat telling you, Ninja, that your herb skill is going up. So A+ for that.
Yes, thank you. I appreciate the support. I
So
worked hard for that herbalism.
Yeah, so the similar, like I saw this random guy on my, like ran across him on Twitter. He's complaining. He's like a social like streamer kind of thing, like an influencer type person. And he's complaining that he can't go onto social media and just like talk and complain about his job when he's like going through a stressful time, because if he does, people will like get on his case about it. He's like, all of y'all get to complain about your jobs. Like, yes, you chose your job to be social media influencer. Like, you're making money off of this. You can't sit there and just complain to us about it. Be like, my job's so hard. Like, you chose this, and now you can't. Like, yeah, you can go make a burner account. Go make a completely anonymous account. If you want to play your game without being able to be stream sniped, you don't have to stream.
Right.
But you want to be able to make money and have all the benefits of us anonymous people here that don't have to deal with stream sniping.
That's probably why I get owned in multiplayer, is people are stream sniping me.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, that's gotta be it.
That's really the only reason.
That's how
That's
I
the only
always-
explanation.
That's how I
I'm
beat
always watching
Salty
you
and
stream.
Witherbottom in Rocket League, is because they I stream snipe them.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
I knew it. I knew it.
yeah, yeah.
That's how Salty always bumps me, as he's watching my stream.
He just has an arrow pointing the direction you are at all times.
Yeah, he doesn't have ball cam. He has ninja cam.
I saw this video the other day of what cheating looks like in Rocket League. Have you seen what that looks like?
Is it the one
No,
that
wait.
shows that client side like predictor of where the ball's gonna go?
Yeah, it like shows where the ball is gonna most likely go.
Are they still having
And-
to control the car, or is it doing the car for them also?
You could just control the car, but it's just
No,
showing
you control
exactly
the car.
where
It's just
everything.
showing you where the ball is going to wind up after hitting it.
There's
Like
no
the
way that
equivalent
Rocket
of-
League
Yeah,
can
but, like,
ever
that's
figure
kinda
that
like-
out.
I guess I get it, but
there's no way that Rocket League can stop that from stop that one, because that
Yeah,
is
it's the
client side
equivalent of wall
information.
hacks versus
Yeah.
aimbot.
Yeah.
It's like you can see
Yeah.
something, but you
Yeah,
still
yeah,
have to use your skill to get it. It's just you have an advantage.
right, yeah,
And it's like, the pros basically already know it's like useless for pros. It's beneficial for people, like gives people low skill level an advantage. Like I wouldn't use it because I think part of the process is learning it. But
Because I'm a pro.
yeah.
yeah,
Bro.
I'm a pro in plat.
A plat pro.
A plat pro.
Hey, you're almost a diamond.
Hey,
Not-
we are in diamond and threes in competitive.
You
Pretty
are.
sure.
And I got Witherbottom to
What about
diamond in
twos?
twos.
I think
got
we were in-
Witherbottom to diamond in twos, and I'm
also diamond in twos.
I'm spy.
We were.
Yeah.
I'm positive we were both in
I'm
diamond
still-
and
I'm
twos for
still
some time.
Plat.
No.
I'm still flat.
All right. thought
I'm forever
diamond.
cursed to lift my teammates up to levels above me.
That's right. That's right. Thank you, Atlas.
Can we talk about some wholesome stuff with video
Sure.
games recently?
Yeah.
I read.
Absolutely.
So, this
Give me
goes back to Starfield a few months ago.
Oh,
I saw this video where, I don't know if this kid was, like had a big social media thing, but, this young kid, he was just a big, Bethesda fan. He loved Skyrim games and stuff, and he was really excited about playing Starfield, but he passed away before the game got
Oh, wow.
released.
hmm.
And so what Bethesda did is in one of the missions, or like in one of the areas you can go in like this satellite, there's this note that you can find and read, and it talks about that kid, and Bethesda like saying, just like a memento to that kid that wanted to play. And so that was a neat one. And then there's another one in in Spider-Man 2 where one of the game developers he died in like 2019, and there's a mural to him in Central Park. And so
Cool.
some neat little wholesome
Yeah.
moments there. So some game developers do have hearts.
No,
Some do.
They don't. It's just a show. Like,
I know.
y'all see that Matthew Perry died though?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
did. That was
Yeah.
quite
That's
sad.
wild. Did we? What happened? Do we know?
They
He was-
said an apparent drowning.
Yeah, he found,
Yeah.
was
Holy
found in his
crap.
jacuzzi dead.
Oh my gosh.
Most likely he had a heart attack and drowned.
Yeah, there is something that, like I have heard like stories of alcohol and like hot tubs, like people like passing out
Yeah, you pass
quicker
out.
No, yeah.
and then drown. So I don't think they've
Yikes.
actually released like what actually killed him yet. Just a press release
Scary.
of apparent drowning.
It's Hillary Clinton.
Yeah. Can I have any more information about Hillary Clinton?
Well, it's sad too because like maybe 2 years ago, like he finally got like clean and sober from
Yeah.
drugs and alcohol and stuff, and he wrote a book. But yeah, it's just sad.
Yeah, I watched the like Friends reunion thing on HBO a while back,
Uh-huh.
and everybody was like, "Oh, you remember this set and everything?" And he was like, "I don't remember this at all."
Alcohol's a hell of a drug.
Oh, there was a little like hour documentary that or maybe it was an interview on some news thing with him after he released his book. But he was talking like you can go back and watch, like this is from him. He said if you go back and watch the Friends episodes, any season where I look really skinny, he was like I was doing like prescription drugs. And then he said any season where it looks like I've put on weight, he was like that was alcohol.
Wow.
Like you can literally watch him like and I went when
Flip
we were
flop.
yeah, you can like in season 1 he's really skinny. Like season 2 he kind of plumps up a bit. Season 3 he goes back to skinny.
Weird.
Season 4 and 5 he's like
Yeah.
he's plumped up more. It's like it's really sad.
Wow.
And like he was, you know, a multi-millionaire, and he was just dealing with, you know, backdoor drug dealers his entire life in Hollywood.
Huh.
And it's just sad.
Need
On that
happy
note-
news now, Jarnon.
Yeah. Oh shit. I'm
Yeah.
happy
Come on,
news.
come on.
I mean, we know what we're going to vote for next month. Let's go to voting.
All right, let's do it.
Do we even need to go over the rest of them?
That's
Let's do
it
our
for the
first
game
place
suggestions?
votes
So we're just gonna do Raft, right?
Yeah, this was it for the game suggestions. I was severely
I didn't
disappointed.
suggest one.
1, 2, 3, 4. So every game is getting one vote, no matter what.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, let's
Everybody
make
has
this,
to vote for every game.
let's make this more interesting. The game
Okay.
with the least amount of votes, points at the end. That person does not get to suggest a game next month.
Oh,
It's like putting us off the Survivor Island.
I didn't even suggest a game, so I get out of it.
yeah, this is disproportionate.
Hey, I suggested
like it,
two.
though.
Some other people didn't suggest
All
games
right,
either.
I like it. I'm in favor.
All right.
Okay. Who's going first?
I mean, I suggested Remnant. Remnant 2 is a sequel to a game that we played last December. It is a squad-based kind of Dark Souls style is what they were going for. I've heard that they fixed a lot of the issues that we complained about in Remnant 1 with Remnant 2. But it's like, I think 3, maybe 4 squad where you can go and fight through levels and bosses and get loot. Stuff like that. Witherbottom.
Cool.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Lord of the Rings Return to Moria just released 5 days ago. 6 days ago. It is a survival crafting game set in the Lord of the Rings universe. You play as dwarves trying to reclaim the mines of Moria. So lots of base building, resource farming, build up your materials and things like that, and keep going deeper and deeper in the mines and fighting off orcs and ogres and things like that. and there's apparently lots of dwarven singing as you're mining and things like that.
Oh,
So
hell
my
yeah.
God.
Oh, yes.
Rock
Oh,
and
man.
stone.
Oh, I'm already
Holy
feeling
shit.
it. Far over. Whatever that song is.
The misty mountains
cold.
So I still like I watched the old animated version of the Hobbit. Back I know completely different
Good try,
versions of this.
we lost away.
I know a completely different version of that song. So Borderlands 2. So Borderlands is a Ludum first-person
Fantastic
shooter. It is like humorously written. Borderlands 3 was a little cringe, but 1 and 2 had some great humor written into it. It's class-based, kind of like think of like a first-person shooter version of Diablo, whereas like loot goes flying. You get to like upgrade weapons that change the way you play a little bit. I think that's all right. Who's just among us?
I did.
That would be Chief.
Just a fun
Excuse me.
multiplayer game where you have imposters and workers, and the imposters kill the workers, and you try and figure out who did it, and it can lead to some fun camaraderie of trying to figure out who's the imposter and who's not.
It would definitely be fun to do an Among Us game, at least during a podcast, just to see what happens.
Yeah, like playing it in the background would be very fun too. But yeah, I just was looking at my game list and I was like, I'll just put it on there. Because I could only write one game, and I was just like, well, but it's fun. They have new maps and new stuff since last time I played it, but it is a fun game.
All right, Angry, you suggested Raft.
You're on a raft. You build stuff. It's awesome. We'll play
Raft.
it eventually. I'll
Is
keep
there
suggesting it.
dwarven singing?
There can be.
Are any of you dwarves and know how to sing?
Don't be a bigger
not-
hater.
How short do you have to be a dwarf?
All right, who wants to go first?
All right. Lord of the Rings, Raft, Remnant, Borderlands Among Us.
Dude, he just speed run. Holy
All
shit!
right. I'll go.
It's the fastest thinking I've ever seen you do on this podcast.
He put down his phone and stopped looking at memes for 5 seconds to give his
Yeah, that's what happens whenever I don't look at memes.
He had 5 in the chamber ready to go.
I guess I'll go next.
Wow.
Lord of the Rings, Among Us, Raft, Borderlands 2, Remnant.
All right, I'll go next. Lord of the Rings,
Wow. How original.
Remnant, Borderlands, Among Us, Raft.
Okay.
Oh, what the fuck?
Just ditto that for me. It was
All right.
Wow.
All right, so Lord of the Rings, and what was it? What about
Remnant, Borderlands, among yeah.
Wow.
Ninja, as you take a big swig of whatever that is.
Delicious.
I would tell you what it is, but it would give away my location. So
It's beer.
it's beer. Oh shit!
It's amaranth beer.
Fresh
I'm
from
in
the
Poland.
Fresh amaranth beer.
Fresh from the tap.
It's still warm.
Oh god.
Tangy.
Oh god. I'll go backwards for dramatic effect since it's so close. I'll start with 5 Remnant 2, 4 Borderlands, 3 Among Us, 2.
Raft.
Why is your cursor there?
He already put the number there.
I haven't put the number.
Switch it up just to make him.
2 Lord of the Rings, Return to Moria.
Yeah.
Let's put it as 5. Actually, let's switch 5 and put Remnant 2 as 2.
Well, hold on.
Oh my god. Just,
Yeah,
okay.
just to
No,
make
it's
it
over. Just leave it on.
All right, Raft 1.
All right, Optic.
Let's do Raft first,
Oh man,
I
the
know.
comeback.
and then Borderlands, Among Us, Lord of
Did you
the
say
Rings,
Among Us?
Among Us.
Among Us.
Among
The
Us.
Remnant.
A Chungus Among Us.
Oh no, I may not be able to suggest next month.
Ah,
Are we missing Chief? Chief, you gotta go.
Yeah, I think.
All
Lord of the Rings, Among Us, Remnant, Borderland, and Raft.
Wow, what the fuck?
Okay. Is there anyone who hasn't gone yet?
oh, so you hate angry?
Chat says Raft
Chat?
first, but that's it.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
see anything. in
Go
that.
chat.
I don't see chat. I have chat
no,
pulled
I'm
up
just-
right now.
There's at least 5 votes for Raft in first place in chat.
That's true.
All right,
Sam.
shall
From
we see?
Ghost Typers. Yeah, go ahead. Let's see who wins.
Also, if I lose, I'm banning Salty from posting in the memes channel.
What?
Wow.
I am
High
also going to do
stakes.
that if I lose.
Oh,
I
Don't break Salty.
Wow, look at that. 17, 18, 19, 20.
I
That's funny.
know.
And then
Man.
31.
Tough break, Salty.
Damn. It's okay.
All right, I
We'll
guess we're
have to
playing Lord of the
change-
Rings.
Change nothing
Alright.
and keep you banned.
I'm
Is this on
excited.
Epic Games?
Yes.
It's on
Unfortunately.
Epic. Okay.
Oh god. I have to go download Epic Games now.
Yeah, I have to go download a stupid launcher.
Yeah.
Wow.
Adam.
If I had known that, I wouldn't have voted for it.
Yeah, can I
That's
take
why,
my vote
that's
back?
why I didn't tell you guys about it until the vote was cast.
I knew it. Well,
That's
so
exactly
Witherbottom
what the government does.
wins twice in really quick succession here. You know, like he won 2 months ago.
Yeah, he wins consistently.
What do you think? You're better than me?
No.
Okay.
No.
You want to go? You want to go?
I know.
Oh shit!
didn't
He
tell
got
me
me
this game was
right into his
50.
trap.
You didn't tell me this game was $40.
Epic Games password. Figure it out later.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I know it's a shorter episode, but any last thoughts? There just wasn't good news.
Yeah.
Yeah, everything was
Smash.
happening overseas.
Smash the
And
like
that's all we're
button.
going to say about that.
Yeah, smash like, subscribe. Play classic hardcore.
Yeah.
What are we playing this month again?
We
Lord of the
just
Rings.
voted for it.
Yeah, man. Look,
Really?
just checking. I was a
Yeah,
test.
just
Make
making
you,
sure.
you guys knew.
Are we still streaming?
Yes. Do you want to stop?
Oh my god.
Okay. Angry, give us some parting words.
Yeah. What's the
Oh,
words of
man.
wisdom from Angry?
You know what? Let's trade
keep-
words.
All
Keep,
right,
keep your neck tall and hard.
I can't follow that.
Well
Oh.
said. Wise words.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
I was going to say, don't have a costume party the night before the podcast.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Did you costume party?
Yeah.
What'd you dress up as?
Giraffe.
No way, dude. Why did you not send me a picture? What do you,
I'll send you
what is it? What do you think our relationship is? You in a giraffe costume?
Yeah, I'm
Gosh.
going to need to see video proof of that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
There's no video proof.
Jarnad, what were you?
Video proof.
I was Agent 47.
Not that you would be there. Who's Agent
Yeah.
47?
Whoa,
Hitman.
you can sign in Epic Games with your Steam account?
What?
Yeah.
Doesn't make any sense.
Get out of town.
Can you link them together?
Yeah.
Yep.
Like, so I could find. Okay, I'll have to mess with that.
Okay.
All right. Well,
It's been fun.
yeah. Peace. Like,
It's been
subscribe.
real.
Thanks for joining us,
And it's
everyone.
been fun.
This is VGotM signing off.
We got him. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
We got him.
VGotM.